And I'm a little superstitious, you know. These things come in threes, so I want to knock on wood over here. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to the Commonwealth Cabin. If you're new to the show, my name is Kevin, and this is the Commonwealth Flipper channel. We also have another channel, the Commonwealth Picker channel, so thank you for subscribing. If you're watching and haven't subscribed, if you would be so kind and hit that subscribe, maybe even hit that bell. Leave a comment. I love reading comments. For years, I've tried to answer every comment. It gets a little bit rough. But we try to at least put a heart or something on them. And I've enjoyed getting to know some of you over the years, so thank y'all for being here for so long. But we've got all kinds of stuff. I actually am going to say something nice about the post office today. I know I had a couple videos a couple weeks ago where I was being critical, and I felt like for good reason. But I'm going to say something nice today, so that's pretty cool. Then I also have some bad news. So the bad news, well, not bad for you, I guess, bad for me, is I've got a couple of returns lately. Actually, I haven't got the returns. I've got a couple of return requests, which is better than the return because a lot of return requests never get returned. And I've got two interesting ones. I'm going to talk about one today, maybe allude to the other one just a little bit too, but we've got an awesome lineup of sales too. A lot of great things I want to talk about. Let's take a look. I sold something from the once-in-a-lifetime sale that I didn't really want to list. It's one of those things that just takes a long time to get through. And I finally got to it, and I think it didn't have the power cord. So we just listed it as is, untested, and it's still sold for $85.50 plus shipping. I think it was listed for more. We did a 5% offer or something like that. So that's a pretty good sale. I'm pretty happy with it. ColecoVision, I mean, that's classic if you've ever seen it, right? $85.50 plus shipping. Now that is not a long item, but it is, you know, I know a lot of people have been talking about, you know, UPS and the upcharge for items over certain length. So I'm not going to talk about it right now just because it'd take a long time. I've got two things to say. Wait and see and UPS. There's my two things. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep selling stuff. So, you know, I do calculated shipping, and I know most people, I don't want to say most, a lot of resellers don't do that. Now, I do it in a slightly different way, and I don't talk about it often. But I talk about it from time to time. Matter of fact, I talked about it on the Trash to Cash podcast, which to this day, I can't figure out why y'all want to watch that thing. But let me tell you, there are some dedicated people over there. So these weren't even in great shape, of course. You see right there. But they still sold. Adidas, I don't even know what they're called. $24 plus shipping. If you haven't noticed, we've been selling a lot more Tupperware lately. And just sold a couple more. This is the next batch right here. We've been going through, this is like maybe 1/8, 1/10 of what we bought in those two giant boxes for $5 a piece at that plush sale. And so we've been in the pure profit for a long time. We don't make a lot of money on these, but sold another one of these sheer ice cream things. Let's see if I can find all of these right here. These guys sold, that was $10. These guys sold for $25. They're just little containers. And there was 5 of them, so there's got to be one. There it is right there. In that old Vermont bin. So I don't know if I can carry these with one hand. Let me see, I'll knock it off here. Let's see. Whew, there should be like a reseller Olympic, YouTube reseller Olympic event. The one-handed carry. All right, $25 for those right there. Super light. Those are, they might even be 4 ounces. This one will go out at the 8-ounce rate. And, you know, we're not making much, but we'll make, I don't know. Let me do some math real quick. Maybe more than $20, I think, profit on those. Maybe just a little bit under. All right, when I was a teacher, I would often tell my students, you know, there's different ways that you can unite people. You know, when we talked about nationalism. And there's different ways to do it. You could do it out of fear, intimidation. You could do it out of inspiration. You could do it by giving this group of people a common enemy, and you could make this group of people feel like they have something in common because they're not that group of people. And that's, you know, people say all the time, you know, forget about those negative comments and whatever. Well, that's part of the reason I do it, to be perfectly honest with you, because when you see those outside negative comments, it makes all of us resellers, all of us who are watching this show, who go out to garage sales, it makes us feel like we're one and we have a community. Well, this is the inspiration part of it, and this message just kind of hit close to home, and I appreciate it. By the way, it is from Braxton, and he bought these bumper stickers and 4 of them, you know, $10 free shipping. If you remember the yard sale, I picked these up. I grabbed a whole ton of them for $5. So we're making a little bit of money. I'm gonna read his message. He says, "Hey Kevin, love the channel. I'm a sophomore at Yale University." At Yale. "I've been watching you for the past few years now. I started reselling because of you in high school, and because I didn't have to get a job when I went to school, I could focus on school and doing what I love, going to yard sales and garage sales on the weekend. Now I pick up what I can up here in New Haven, but it isn't as good as it is back home in Georgia. Georgia to Yale. Impressive. Thanks for everything you do, Braxton." Braxton, thank you. Thank you for that message. I really do appreciate it, and good luck reselling. Thanks. Looks like I sold one more piece of Tupperware. This one's not much, and I want to take a chance to do what I haven't done in a while and just chart it out and see how much we're making. I'm stumbling over this other Tupperware. Y'all, we are purging. We are selling everything. We're even doing some auctions coming up where you might be able to make some money on my stuff, because I'm trying to get rid of it before the yard sale season starts. Not all of it. I'm keeping stuff that I need to go through. You know, I'm no when in doubt, parted out guy, right? Well, I'm bundling up some things. There'll be 5 or 6 bundles we're going to start auctioning off. George Mama's going to do it with some Monster High dolls, which probably have a lot of value. Parted out, definitely do. All right, Tupperware. Tupperware. This is, whenever you see that bubble, oh, I hear pepper. Whenever you see that bubble, it is a lettuce keeper thing. Seal and Crisp or something. I can't remember what it's called. 680. And I run the numbers on this one just to show you, because it is kind of crazy. I get it. But I want to show you the numbers. Don't come in. Come on. Everybody tells me to oil that door. I like it. I want to know when somebody's coming in. My wife sneaks up on me sometimes, tries to scare me. All right. So here we go. $9.45. That's how much money was in. I think it was listed for, we gave a 5% off, so $9.95. Let's see. Cost of goods, 5 cents. This was in that giant, those 2 giant boxes, and I mean giant boxes, y'all. There were hundreds of lids in there, hundreds of items in there for $5. So I'm gonna say 5 cents cost of goods. Shipping $3.48, fees $1.61, profit $4.31. And I know a lot of people say, well, what about gas and time and all that? And look, that's legit, especially with gas prices as insane as they are right now. But there's a couple of mitigating factors. If you're going to do this at all, you're out finding other stuff. So the percentage of gas I spent on that is, you know, not very much when you consider I bought hundreds of items that day. Second thing is, and if you know this, if you're doing this for any significant money, there's a massive tax write-off for mileage. And it more than covers it. Even this insane gas prices, it covers it. So anyway, let's hope it doesn't go up anymore. All right, I was going to talk about 2 returns today. I think I might save one. I'm going to talk about one. One's not as significant, and I'm a little superstitious, you know. These things come in 3s, so I want to knock on wood over here. But this one was interesting. So if you remember, I sold that perfume the other day, vintage perfume. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I pronounced it wrong. Guerlain or something like that. And everybody corrected me in the comments down there, and that's fine. I don't know exactly how it's pronounced. But that one sold, it was brand new, never been opened before. It sold for $100 plus shipping. Really, really good sale. And then I got a message saying, hey, I tried to open the top up and it opened off, the top unscrewed, but there's something below it that broke off, and now they can't get into the bottle. They can't get into the perfume. I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't know what the solution is, right? The perfume is still in there, but they can't get to it because something broke off on the cap. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm sorry, you know, just go ahead and open the return, send it back, and we'll do it. Well, it's been 4 days, and I've heard nothing from them. Nothing whatsoever. So I'm hoping that thing doesn't get returned. But here's a little tip for you newbies out there. People have been doing this a while, you know it already, is don't ever give them the money before the item shows back up. Don't ever do that, because a lot of times when you do these returns, they never send it back. Either they're trying to scam you out of the money, or they just don't do it, you know. Following through on things, for us, shipping's easy. But for a lot of people to do it, package it up, go to the post, you know, do all that stuff, some people just don't do it because it's a hassle. One of my favorite things to hear from viewers is their return stories. I've heard some crazy stuff. So if you have one, go ahead and go to the comments and give us a peek into some of your crazy return stories. Both good and bad. All right. Let's see here. There's yellow there, and there's yellow there. I don't know which one's the right one. Oh, it's going to be this one here for sure. Cabbage Patch yellow, $12.95 plus shipping. A lot of times, y'all, if you get those Cabbage Patch, Toy Addict taught me here, along with some other people, that you can make more on the clothes than you can on the doll. And it's a heck of a lot easier. And then you can sell the doll off too. So that Cabbage Patch right there, a little dirty. $13, $12.95. Plus shipping, and you gotta stay away from it, Cat. Sold a record. This one went to Katrina J. Cat VMAC. This is Pat Benatar. I mean, my classic cover right there. Jeez, and it didn't sell for much, $10. But you know what? I love selling those things, and Katrina, we appreciate it. If you remember last episode, she left us a buy me a coffee as well. She was from Fort Carson, and now she lives in Southwest Virginia, and had battled through a few different surgeries and is ready to get back at reselling. So we wish you the very best, and hopefully you enjoy yard sales this year. And you're living, I think, down there by the border on the way to Bristol. We love Bristol, so love Tennessee. Just realized you bought a couple more things, and hey, that reminds me, there's a few things that viewers sent that I haven't thanked yet, so just be patient. We'll get to it. We'll do one today as well, and maybe later in the video. And it makes 3 viewers bought something today, so thank y'all very much. And that reminds me about those hats. The hats are probably gone by now. Last time I looked, there was only 3 left of the blue and 2 left of the black, and they only lasted a couple of days. So my guess, you can go look, but my guess is they're gone at this point because this video comes out a day or 2 later. So those 2 are going out to you as well. $26, I think, $26.95 maybe. Plus shipping for those 2 Vera Bradley bags. You know, there's not a lot of money in a lot of Vera Bradley, but to me it's a lot easier to list now and sell because of Google Lens. You can use Google Lens and get those patterns and get those names and make it a lot easier for the people who want a particular pattern to find it. All right, I pulled these out earlier because I was going to maybe delist them. It's a bad buy. And well, I shouldn't even say it was a bad buy. I've made money just selling one because I got them for dirt cheap, next to nothing. They're generic shirts. I got a bunch of them in here too. And Choppers Forever. And there's a couple of different ones. They're brand new shirts, but they're generic. And I can't even get it off. There we go. So it was hard to sell because you can't put Harley in it or anything like that. Jeez, I'm dropping them. And this right here, they don't even have a good tag on them. Let me see what it says. Tennessee River, yeah. But that one right there says Choppers Forever. Pretty cool. Great shape. Size large. It's over 12 bucks. We can do it for, I don't even know what, next to nothing. Sold a mug. Local university mug here. School of Business. This stuff's really long tail. Really long tail. But it's sold. $12.95 plus shipping. I'm happy with that. And then somebody's all into that for like 22 bucks because it's got to go out. That can't go first class. It's got to go out of the 2-pound rate. Sold another one from that doll clothes lot. It's a Rainbow Bright. Yeah, here it is right here. See that Rainbow Bright one? Maybe I'll take that one out. I didn't take the other one. Did I take the other one out? I don't remember. That's just a Rainbow Bright shirt. Whatever, dress. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And that one sold for $14.50, I think. Plus shipping for that one. Made in the USA. Pretty cool. I'll take it. $14.50 plus shipping. That's a 4-ouncer for sure. Next one is a Hallmark reindeer, and it went to a viewer. The 3rd viewer of the day. So thank you for that. This old Hallmark. Y'all remember those in Hallmark? It's classic, right? Little beanies, so they'd sit down, you know, and just sit like that. And Jolene, whoop. Sorry, Jolene. Sorry, I don't know what the reindeer's name is, but let me read it real quick. She says, thank you for all the videos. They have helped me a lot in reselling, and you've definitely made me think a little bit differently about the small stuff. So thank you. I appreciate that. I think, you know what, I sell what I sell because of where I live. Some places, if I could source high-end stuff, I would. I enjoy selling this stuff, but I mean, who wouldn't rather make $100 on a sale than $6? But the thing is with small items, if they're super easy, I'm all about it. She says she saw that gal in a video, and she had to have it because her grandma had one. Oh, the little things, she says. So thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. What's your eBay name there? Junkin' Jolene. That's right. I thought I saw that. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, I got the homeschool hustler with us here. I got Turner with us because this item right here is something that you got when we were in Arizona doing some yard selling, and you got it for free.
Mm-hmm.
The lady gave it to you. You want to tell them what it is?
It's a Bills
home
schedule and a Bills away schedule. I don't know what year, though.
1994. I think is what it says. And it has their Super Bowl logos, all the Super Bowls they went to and won, right, Turner?
No.
No, they didn't win them? They lost 4 in a row? That can't be true. Can't be. No, they really did?
They
have the Bills ever won a Super Bowl?
No.
No. Have the Panthers ever won a Super Bowl?
No.
But you know what? You're going to make some money off of that. Yeah. You know who's a Bills fan?
Erica.
Yeah, Bubba's girlfriend is a Bills fan, huh? So that one right there sold for $12, free shipping. So you're going to get that money. Definitely enough for you to do what?
Save a dollar, spend a dollar, donate a dollar. Bye.
Bye. All right, I came in here a little earlier than usual because I have a couple of cool sales here. Well, one at least. So this one I picked up at a sale with Turner just by accident. We drove past it after one of his games, and I think we paid $1 for it. And I'm like, yeah, it's not old, okay? It's got the screen printed tag on it. It's not old, but you know somebody's gonna buy it. I figured it's a big one. It's what is it, 3XL? So it's a pretty good one, and it sold for $13.50 plus shipping. Paid $1. This one I think Blue Ridge Mama picked up at the thrift store, and it looked like it was brand new. I mean, it didn't have a tag on it, but it's in great shape. It's not a reverse weave, but, you know, I mean, how much appeal do those dad sweatshirts have? And size XL, and so probably she would have paid $3.99. It sold for $17.50 plus shipping. Selling more VCRs. Talked about this the other day. And this one sold for $55 plus calculated shipping, and it's going nearby because I did calculated shipping. I usually take what the weight is going to be, and I reduce it by £1 or sometimes 2 because they're being upcharged sometimes, and I'm giving them some of the discount that I get back to them, and it sells quick because it's selling to somebody nearby who's getting a great deal on the shipping. $55 for this particular machine without a remote is pretty high. I mean, a lot of people sell them for $40. And so I'm getting more money that way because I'm giving a great deal to somebody who's close. And I want it to go to somebody close because I don't want to have to, if they return it, I don't have to pay that ridiculous shipping back to me. So that's why I do it. And I know it's not incredibly popular to do it that way, but it's the way I do it. And I never have returns. Package them small and safe. And $55 plus shipping on that? That's pretty good. I'll take it. By the way, those are what I call blue lines. Pete, Craigslist Hunter, been talking about them for years. You find those blue line Panasonics. They're pretty quality machines. They usually work. You know, a lot of the ones that don't work aren't those. Those usually work for me. So, Telegames Center right here. This is a Atari 2600 generic one. And it's just where you store the game. And it's just a giant piece of plastic junk. But a lot of people they got to have that old one, right? That's where they stored their 2600. We got this at the once in a lifetime sale too. $36 plus shipping. I just remembered I didn't tell you the good story about the post office, and Blue Ridge Mama told me not too long ago that she's going to come on the episode, maybe here in a minute, or maybe she's already been on here, but I'm going to film it tomorrow because everybody's not here right now. But the story is that we went, well, I'll tell you what, I couldn't go to the post office down here, the local post office, the other day. I had a couple things I had to do, and she's like, I'll just take it when I drop Reagan off at gymnastics. And that's the old post office that I went to for 15 years. And so she went down there, and she had a ton of stuff, thanks to you guys buying so many things. I mean, I think we had 8 IKEA bags full, and then like 4 or 5 big items as well. So she had a ton of stuff. I'm like, sure you want to do that? She's like, sure, no problem. And she goes in, and she takes the first load in, and the guy says, would you like a cart? And brings out a cart. And then so she brings the second load in, and she's got these big items. And then the guy says, you know what, why don't can I just come to your car and help you unload the car and push it in? So, not everybody at the post office acted like that, that it was a hassle for them to, scan in my item. So maybe it's not me. Maybe it's because Blue Ridge Mama. I think that might be it. What do you think? They're nicer to her? A couple of gentlemen being nicer to her? I don't know. Maybe I'm not good looking enough. Reagan's got her hands full.
I got octuplets.
Octuplets this time, huh? You got 8 of them.
Last time I had 6 tuplets.
You're funny. All right, we have all these going out, plus all kinds of other stuff, plus these hats. All are earmarked to head on out of here as well. So I have tons of stuff we got to get out of here. All right, what do we got here? Let's see. We have Gregory from North Carolina, Jenny from New York. That's AKA. Oh, wait a minute. She's the one who made us that light switch over there. That thing's awesome. Let me show it to him. In case you don't remember it, that one and that one right there she made for us. And that's Jenny. Let's see here. Jeff, Toronto, Canada. Jim, Carl, Ruben from Chicago. Jim's from Arizona. Carl's from Missouri.
I remember shipping his.
Byron, sorry, Texas. Valerie and Steve from Vancouver, Washington. And then I wrote down a note and I can't read it. I'm so sorry. I think it was like maybe your eBay name. I messed it up. So my apologies. That's a lot of stuff, Reagan. Tons of stuff. So I get questions all the time. Where can we find these things? Where can we find? And it amazes me sometimes. Like, man, Reagan says it every show, y'all, every show. But I figured it out. It's people on Facebook who aren't watching Commonwealth Flipper. They don't even know it exists, and they're sending me messages on my email that's linked over there. So I wish you could go. Maybe we'll have to go over there and tell them too. Yeah. But everybody over here knows where to get them. Where do they get them?
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
All right, y'all, we got the whole fam here, even Sophie, huh?
There's no cats in here.
Blue Ridge Mama,
RJ,
cats. Cats aren't family. Anyway, we've got a couple of things here. We're going to talk about these in a second, but I got a package from Paul, Philly Flipper, and we're going to talk about this as well. But if my shirt's not in there, if my Nike shirt's not in there that he still owes me, then what? Then Paul, you're dead to me. It better be in there. All right, you gonna dig through and show the kids?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, looks like that's something for you.
Who knows what this is?
Paul, that's very nice of you.
Yeah, since someone sold my
That's right.
lunch tray.
Little lunch tray
Thank
up
you,
there.
Paul. I'm just assuming this is for me because I'm gonna keep it. So.
Ow. I love it.
In his
That's
Hawaiian
cool.
shirt.
That's cool. I like it. That's vintage right there. The kids are like, we don't care. We want something from me. All right. There it is. All right. There's my shirt. Thought he was going to sell it on eBay. So that's good. I love that shirt. That was from the Lost and Found sale 2 years ago.
This is definitely for Reagan.
Look at that. A Spider-Man hat, Turner. All right. Would you say thank you to Paul? Did you say thank you to Paul?
I said thank you.
All right,
to
we're
Paul.
making sure we say thank
like
you.
Thank you, Paul.
Hold on.
Thank you. I'm
Turner's
not
got a
saying
giant
thank you. He owes me my
skeleton,
shirt.
so let me loosen that up there for you, buddy.
All right. Nothing for Reagan. Nothing for Sophie.
Nothing for
All right.
Reagan.
What do you got? What's that?
Look at these pretty cool stickers.
Oh, Paul wants a place in here. That's
I want a
$100
doggy
to
like
get a
that.
sticker in here, Paul.
Does he have a husky? Or
Yeah,
whatever that
yeah.
is? Aw.
Yeah. It's awesome. All right, what is? Oh my goodness! You see that? Let me show everybody before Reagan sees it.
Let's
Look
see.
at that. You think she'll like that, Turner?
Let's
I
see.
think
Let's
she
give her a
might.
quick. Look on there.
I know.
It's autographed.
It's signed.
Open up. That's crazy.
Will you tell Paul thank you?
Thank you.
How
I
sweet
know
is
right
that?
where that's gonna go with all of your gymnastics stuff, huh?
That's the
Yeah.
real deal.
I
Reagan.
know.
That's crazy.
That's
so
awesome.
cool.
Okay, Reagan has one more little announcement, and she's in shock, so she might have forgotten. Nope, she's got it. All right, so what do we got?
We got fanny packs.
Fanny packs in time for garage sale season, and we've got. And is there a zipper on the back too? There's a zipper on the
There is?
back.
Oh, I
There's
didn't
two
even know
zippers, two pouches. And what we're gonna do, since Paul sent me my shirt, is we're gonna continue our fundraiser. I don't know if y'all know this, but we're doing a couple of auctions. This one here, all the proceeds going to Paul. And we had another one, I don't know where I put it, but the 2 license plates, and I really don't know where I put it. But those are going to go to Paul as well, and he's going to be giving them to some relatives. And I'll let him explain if you want to go over there and check that video out. But are you okay with that? $1 of every single one that sells?
Yep.
Of these here, we've got more, but I don't know how long they'll last. My guess is a while. So thank y'all for that. And Paul, thank you. I appreciate it. You want to say thank you?
Thank you,
You
Paul.
already did. Sophie, you want to say thank you? No? All right.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at commonwealthpicker.com.
And your fanny pack.
Yeah.
All right, Reagan's still with me and Pepper, so we thought we'd say goodbye together. So I don't have much to say today other than thank you, as always. You guys are amazing to us, aren't they? And she's been doing a ton of work, so I got to say thank you to her, too. She's been helping me out, shipping all this stuff. So if there's an order that got messed up on CommonwealthPicker.com, you can blame her. We're passing the buck here. By the way, we're just shipping out on Tuesdays as well. Oh, hey, Backhat Coffee running out. I think I might have told you this last episode. Those tumblers. A lot of people buying them for yard sale stuff.
It's Backhat
Pepper.
Coffee.
Anybody want a cat? Anybody want one?
No,
You
we
wanna
saw
get-
the cutest dog today. I didn't, but Mom did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell them goodbye. Thank you for everything you do for us. We hope things are going well for you out there. And if you have a question, leave it in the comments or go over to Commonwealth Auctions, leave it in that one. I started to film that video the other day and I only got 2 questions in and stopped. So maybe we'll do that, a Q&A over there on that channel soon. So thanks again, and I can't wait to see you next